Hello everybody, this is Matt, and this is another edition of Beers and Beards with Matt. And as you can see here, I have a little bit of a collection growing here. Now these are just beers that I've been collecting probably for about the past, I don't know, I'd say about a month and a half or something like that. And these are all beers that I'm going to be reviewing at some point soon. We'll start over here with my right, I guess your left to your viewing screen. First here we got a bottle that I was lucky enough to pick up at my local bar. This is a Blue Point. I've heard good things about this and I've even had it too. This is the Rastafari by Blue Point. Over here we have a Lagunitas beer. Now, this is a special edition Lagunitas that commemorates an album by Frank Zappa, and as you can probably see, it looks kind of like Sgt. Pepper's, but it's a Frank Zappa album, not a Beatles album. Over here we have a Harpoon. This is from a small batch that they did for the season. I'll be trying that soon. We're going to skip that because this is the beer I'm doing. This is a IPA from Bluegrass Brewing Company that Nicole brought back to me from Kentucky. We'll be having that soon. This is a mashup between Left Hand Brewery and Terrapin. This is a collaboration they did. It's called Oxymoron. Don't know much about it. It's part of the Midnight Project. It says it's a tectonic India Pale Ale, so that should be good. This is a beer that I've seen a lot of people review. This is the Dogfish Head Ale Bitches Brew, the Miles Davis commemorative beer. And on the far left, we have a Cigar City Big Sound Scotch Ale. That's a beer I've had in there for probably about, I don't know, maybe since February or March or something like that. It's been there for like a really long time. That's about it. This brings me to the beer I'm doing tonight. Now this is from California. This is Moylander's Double IPA. Nicole brought this back to me also from Houston. She went to a cool little beer place called Specs and brought it back for me. Brought a few more back for me, including that New Belgian beer I did a review of the other day. So, without further ado, let's get drinking. Enough talking. So, it says on the bottle here, this is a recipient of many, many awards. If you just go around the bottle, it tells you all these awards it's won. It's won Alpha King 2001. I assume that's a California Beer Award. Great American Beer Festival Silver Award winner. World Beer Championships, 2002 was a platinum, and 2006 it was a gold. New American Brewers Association silver and bronze medals in 2006 and 2007. California State Fair winner in a whole bunch of years. It's pretty much a winning beer. It's got a little bit of literature here on the back. This is in quotation, so this is actually coming from the brewmaster. If one is good, then two is better. Our Moylander Double IPA is fat and resiny with aggressive and excessive hops swinging on an enormous malt backbone like naughty monkeys on a vine. Double malt, double hops, do the math, it's academic. This brew has twice the things you're looking for and it's big enough to share with the one you love. It isn't that what it's all about. And Nicole was going to do the review with me because she's the one I love, but she decided to skip out. But that's good because it's more for me. And I don't know if she's kind of looking at me right now with a weird face. Now this is 8.5% ABV, so it's going to be a little bit of an ass kicker. But it's all about the taste, and I'm drinking out of a goblet of sorts. Oh wow, look at that. Nice hazy pour. And it comes out very golden-y. That's a damn fine looking beer. As you can see right here, it's got a decent head on it, kind of soapy. And got a lot of effervescence going inside. Now they call this a live beer, so I had to refrigerate this beer since I got it. So I assume it was still kind of like fermenting and everything like that. So it goes good with freshness. So, and that's about it. I'm talking about beer, so let's drink the beer. Whew. Resiny, bitter, hoppy, and sweet. Good combination of everything. I don't really drink a lot of double IPAs, so but I've grown accustomed to IPAs. So this is actually quite a decent tasting beer. It is very thick. It's chewy, but it's very tasty. It goes down relatively smooth. You know, the hoppiness is there. If you don't like hoppy beers, you probably won't like this very much, but it is definitely a good beer out of California. California knows their IPAs. There's no doubt about it. When you think of IPAs, you think of the West Coast. And speaking of hoppy, it was election day yesterday, or it was election for the past few weeks with early voting and stuff like that. And as you know, in Florida, we have our new governor, Rick Scott, and I'm sure the people of Florida are very proud of him, especially the fact that he has a likeness to Lex Luthor and everything like that. So that's a good thing, because we need people in government that are like Lex Luthor, honest. They do the right thing by everybody all the time, and with integrity, have a lot of integrity, and they want to kill Superman too. So of course you want somebody in office who wants to kill superheroes. So why wouldn't you want this? Why wouldn't you want to like this guy? I think he's a perfect fit for Florida. Florida's been looking for this guy probably for a really long time. And if you're not picking up on my sarcasm, wink, wink. That's all I really have to say about that. And I will toast Rick Scott to his victory in Florida. This one's for you, Rick. Well, politicians, a lot of them are all crooked anyway, so, he was a likable guy, I could see him on the trail, yucking it up with everybody in the middle of Florida and everything like that, so it makes sense. This is a good beer. A bit of a cedar taste too, kind of a. This really reminds me a lot of Cigar City Humidor IPA a lot, with that resiny taste to it, kind of a woodsy, cedary, like a natural, very natural tasting. But this is a beer that will definitely put you down for the count if you decide to finish all of it. Nicole, do you want some of this? Okay, she's okay. She doesn't want any beer. Cheers, everybody. I don't like bringing up politics or anything like that. It's like politics and beer don't always mix all the time. So, but I just wanted to, I'm not bringing up anything about voting or anything like that. I'm just I'm just kind of like making fun of the whole thing and everything like that, with a little bit of, truth in more of my opinion than truth, because truth is in the eye of the beholder. So that's about it. I don't really have much else to say about the beer. I've already kind of said everything I can about the beer. So, but Nicole did go to Houston, and she did bring me back some good beer. And she went to a place called Specs, which is a really cool beer store. I mean, they have a good website. I mean, if you're in Texas, if you live in Texas, you probably know about this place, because I don't believe it's anywhere else in the entire country. I think Specs is strictly a Texas thing. But looking at the website, a lot of really good beers. This is like a treat for me, because there's nowhere in the state of Florida you can find this beer, or I got lucky in my an owner at the bar I go to gave me this. I found this, luckily. This was pretty well distributed. This is only for a limited time. I can't even find this anymore, so I'm glad I got my hands on that. And Cigar City's distributing down here in South Florida now a lot more, so But I will be going on a trip to Nashville pretty soon. Probably pick up a whole bunch of good beer in Tennessee. And even on the way back down, hopefully maybe go to a brewery or two. We will be going through Georgia, and we will be going through Tampa. So maybe stop by at maybe a Sweetwater in Georgia, or Cigar City on the way back. Have to see how much time I have. The other thing, the drawback of this beer is that it is a very strong beer, so the back end is a little, almost too resiny, where it becomes almost like, it's thick. It's a thick beer, so it's kind of hard to get down a little bit. And at 8.5%, it is, tough beer. I have to do more research on what this live beer thing, or live ale means. Pretty sure it just means that it's still fermenting or something like that. Or that it's not pasteurized maybe, or something like that. Well, let's finish this. Ooh. That's a beer. Ooh. I mean, not too much lacing in it, but man, that's a hard beer. If you drink this whole bottle, you're gonna be in a little bit of trouble. But that's about it. This was Moylan's Moylander Double IPA Ale from California, winner of various awards. They're not scared of saying how good this beer is from all the awards they post all over this bottle. So. Pardon me. Okay, well that's about it. I'm gonna finish the rest of this off screen. It's gonna take me a while, but that's about it. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, view, all that good stuff. About 190 subscribers now, so I'm almost at the 200 subscriber range. So push. Come on, guys, you can get me up to that plateau that I've been waiting so long to get to. Well, that's about it. Moylan's Double IPA. If you're an IPA fan, thumbs up. If you're the novice beer fan, you may want to avoid this one because it is a little bit heavy. It is quite a beer. It's a hefty beer. So, beer fan, yes. Anything else, you may want to stay clear of it a little bit. So, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all later. So take it easy.